Morning. Lee and I took the tree out yesterday out of the garden. I'll see if I've got a little clip to insert so you know which tree I'm talking about. Oh my god, it was hard work. It was hard work. Even though that tree was dead, it was very deep rooted. And I'm aching in like muscles that I didn't even know I had. Gardening stuff can be a little bit heavy on those little muscles that you haven't used for a long time and your joints. But I've now got quite a large gap running down the right side of the house. So I was toing and throwing over what I could plant there because I've got a lovely magnolia tree, Nola, and she's going to grow up soon. Now that we've taken the dead tree out, I'm hoping that she flourishes and she blooms. But I was speaking to my next door neighbour and I was saying, you know, what could I possibly put on this wall where I've got the gap? And she said, you need some hydrangea petiolaris. Petiolaris? It is petiolaris. Well, one of the most amazing fun things about gardening is the mispronunciation of all of the names, because I was calling Ceanothus or Ceanothus or something like that. I planted Campanula last year and both of them didn't come back this year, but I was calling them Campanula. It's Campanula. Honestly, some of the names I find for these plants are hysterical, but it's all the fun, it's all learning. So I'm now going to go to the garden centre and see if I can find some hydrangea petiolaris. I'm sure someone's going to say that's not how you pronounce it, Tony. But I'm going to go and buy some of those for the back part of the garden. So while I'm getting in the car and driving myself off to the little garden centre, or could end up in Home Bargains, B&M, The Range, who knows, I'm going to rewind back and, oh my god, wait until you see what I made with my own bare hands. Michael's up in the tree. Let's see if he'll come down. He mustn't be hungry. He's like, no, I'm pretty fine up here, thanks. Are you coming down? Come and get some food. You turn your back for a minute and he eats them all while I'm not even here. How good is that? You actually don't know what you can do until you put your mind to it and you have a little try. I was amazed by that. But I'm going to try now and get some trellis to put on the back of it, because I've got clematis and maybe jasmine and something else. I've got 3 little climbers that I've purchased from Morrison's. So I've got those to go in the pot. I just need to get them a little bit established because they're only tiny right now. But I'm going to nip into the shops, see if I can get the hydrangea, the trellis. And I also need another bag of compost. The amount of compost you go through, and wow, it's not cheap.
Our cashier is on their way. Till number 8, opening shortly.
These are what I'm looking for. Hydrangea petiolaris. I am done. I got everything that I came out for, which was the hydrangea. The only thing I couldn't get was trellis. I'm pretty sure the planter that I made is 120 centimetres long. I could get 260s and put them together, but is that something that you do with trellis? I've got no idea. Like, can I get one that is just 120 centimetres wide and then however many feet high? Or do you have to buy them smaller and, you know, fix them to the back and screw them in place? I would love it if you could leave me a comment down below, because I've got no idea. I'm just looking for 120 centimetres and I cannot find one. But I got everything else. And I resisted the urge to put loads of plants into my trolley. Does anybody else go into the garden centre or into any garden section in the supermarket and just go like, oh, I want one of them? You've got no idea where you're going to plant it, but you want one. I was like, oh, a flamingo tree. Yeah, I'll have a flamingo tree. I'll have a red robin. And then I'm like, where am I putting these? No idea. One thing I'm learning pretty quickly with this, you know, garden makeover, or, you know, just refreshing the garden, it's never done. It never ends. You never get to stand back, like when you decorate a room or you restyle a room and you stand back and you go, oh, there you go, it's all done. A cushion's out of place, so we just fix it, you know, or there's coasters left on the table, you tidy them away and it's back to looking done. I just don't ever seem to get to that with the garden, and I don't think I ever will, because as the seasons change and the garden falls asleep, everything just looks a mess again. And then you've got spring and summer to make it look all pretty, but it's never done. There's always something else that you need to buy, or something else that you need to get, or something else that you need to prune or sweep or dust. You just never get that where you stand back and you go, it's done. Like, it's always a work in progress. I got everything that I needed. I got my hydrangea petiolaris, and I got 3 of the white. These were £7.99 each, so I've got 3 to fill the gap, and I'll show you that gap in a sec. I picked this up from Home Bargains because I thought, that just looks so pretty. I mean, it's probably only going to last for spring, but how nice does that look? Doesn't that look nice? I know I couldn't plant up a plant and make it look like this. This is why I bought it. Plus it was only £5.99, and it's in a lovely little plastic barrel style pot. That's going to look so pretty. I got a needle pad. you know, you're getting older and you need a needle pad. But I got a needle pad, I think it was like 79 pence or something like that, and that is really going to save my knees. And the rest is just a bottle of bleach for the drains, dairy milk for Lee, and cheese and onion crisps. That's it. Oh no, it's not everything. I got one more thing. So I purchased a hose pipe for the garden from Timo. It's amazing. It extends to well over 100 foot in length. So it's perfect if Lee or Lee want to wash the car in the front and connect it to the tap, or we're jet washing the garden. But it's such a chore to pull it all out just to water the plants overnight. So I picked this up because it's nice and small, and it can just be my plant watering hose pipe. Let's get it open. I think it was £7, and I thought, you know what, that is ideal for me, for just watering the plants. It's got a little handle so you can carry it. And I mean, it's very flimsy, she says. It's very slim. It's now broke. It's very flimsy. You can fix it to the wall, but I just thought for £7, that's going to be ideal for watering my plants. So we'll give it a little try, and hopefully, oh my god, it is really flimsy. I'm going to leave that for now because it's very plasticky and needs pulling off a touch, but I'll get it set up, I'll get it connected to the tap, and fingers crossed I've got the perfect little hose for watering the plants. You see people on YouTube, because I've been watching lots of YouTube gardening videos, and they've got like this long metal pole and they just stand there making it look so easy. Water, and I'm like, I want one of them. But I haven't got a big enough garden for one of them. So I'm going to take it outside now and let you have a little look where I'm going to put the hydrangea petiolaris, in the hope that it clings to the wall and it just grows up all nice. I mean, my next door neighbour did say to me they're very slow growing. They work well in shaded areas because it is very shaded. And who knows, in 25 years, it might have like completely covered the wall in that time. Oh, my little signs fell off the fence. I'll have to put that back. But this is the gap. So the planter that I've made is going to go against this wall here with the trellis, in the hope that I get some lovely clematis growing up. And the petiolaris is for this wall here. We're going to take all of this ivy off, clean the wall up a little bit, and then I'll plant the 3 plants that I've just got here up to the mahonia, in the hope that it clings to the wall and adds a little bit of greenery. But look at the hole off the tree. The tree was massive. This is no less. So hopefully she'll grow up lovely now. That's the first time I've heard it. Lee got this for me. And that is the first time. It's been up for about 4 days maybe, and I've not heard anything at all from it, and that's the first time. Is you okay? I'm gonna put the washing on. Spring is in the air. And do you want me to let you into a little secret? Well, don't judge me for this. Come with me and I'll show you. I still haven't cleared all of the autumn decor. Pumpkins, pine cones, more pumpkins, some Christmas trees. I did move all of that pumpkin stuff off the shelf so I can put the baskets back. But all of this was displayed for autumn. Please don't judge me for it. I'm sure I'm not the only one who, you know, randomly has little decor pieces dotted around the house when it's not even that season anymore. Yeah, I've only just cleared it. And I haven't even cleared it fully. There's still pumpkins in the porch. I think it would be a little bit cheeky of me. I've just got this out to hang the spring wreath on the door, and when I was like, yeah, that'll do. I do have a black one from Temu somewhere, but I've got a feeling it's either buried underneath a load of stuff in the garage or it's in with the Christmas decorations in the loft. So I found this and I was like, yeah, that'll do. And then I thought, I've got more front than the pier head. I'm gonna put a spring wreath on the front door while I'm still displaying autumn pumpkins. Now we need to clear the porch. I decided to put the two little bunnies up on the top here instead of the little basket with the box cutters in. And then I've replaced the missing basket at the bottom, and that looks so much better and fitting for spring. Now let's do the door. I've got these little stems from the range which I'm going to add into the wreath, just to add a little bit of a more of a spring touch. I feel like just by adding that little bit of spring blossom. Is it spring blossom or is it cherry blossom? I think it's cherry blossom. It just makes it look a little bit more spring-like, and I am really happy with how that looks. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Not a hint of autumn anywhere. And this, I could do with adding just a touch of this somewhere in here. So I'll pop that there, and I will find the perfect little vase for me to put that in, but I'm happy with that. Come down properly because you won't be able to see. Do you think that's dead? Yeah. That bleeding heart? Yeah. I did as well, and I put it in last week's vlog, and everyone's gone, Tony, that's not dead, it's coming back. You can see the pink new growth. It's them. I never knew that. I'm like, you are all such amazing people, honestly. No, this is still alive. Look, there's all new life on this one.
So are these dead like this?
Yeah. I never knew that. You're all so amazing. Like, I would have thrown them away. Like, you know, obviously put them into the green bin, but thinking that they died. And you will never know how grateful I am for your feedback on things like that, because I just wouldn't know. And I'm just having one of them moments where I go, I'm so lucky. Like, I've got all of these lovely friends on the internet who can advise me, help me, be there for me, support me. And I just want you to know that I am so grateful to each and every one of you.